Hello everybody, thought I'd record a little Baccarat video. This is my tenner a day sort of side hustle that I've got going on. As you can see, we're on day, I don't know, what are we on? 11? Day 11. Things are progressing nicely. I missed a day there. I was away this weekend, so I didn't play on Saturday. But yeah, things are progressing quite nicely. So, might as well jump straight into it. If you've watched any previous videos, you know what the score is. Got my 10 randomly generated hands down here. These are going to be my jump-in points. Just aiming for £1 per shoe. Using a Fibonacci betting sequence, which is here. That's basically it. That's fucking all you need to know. Let's crack on. Refresh. There we go. So 33, we've missed that one, but 36. So when that displays 35, that's the results of 35 hands, so the next hand is going to be 36. So when that's showing 35, that's when we'll jump in. How's it looking? It's looking fairly even, this shoe. 34 in, 14 players, 18 bankers. So not too bad at all. No real bias one way or the other. Slightly banker heavy, but negligibly, I think. So that's 35, so the next hand to be dealt is going to be 36. So this is where we jump in. And remember, the betting pattern we're using is player, player, banker, repeated. I'll delete that. Boom. So that's a banker win, so we're on bet 2 now, on player. Okay, that's a tie. So you get refunded on ties, so we just simply rebet, pretend it didn't happen. Still looking for that player win. That's a banker win. So now it's £3 on banker. Now, because we're on the third bet in the progression, using the Fibonacci betting sequence, you drop down a level on a loss, and you go up a level on a win. So there we go. So the next bet is going to be £1 on player. Yeah, so obviously if you're in the first 2 bets and you win, you're in profit. If you drop 2, you're off the progression. So anything after that, win, you go back up 2. That's good for us. That's a win. Cool. Next. Baccarat. Speed Baccarat, that's just starting. So we'll have missed hand 4 there. We'll jump in anyway and we'll just wait for hand 12 to come up. Not a million miles away. Also gives us a minute or two just to observe the shoe, doesn't it, and see what's going on. So fairly evenly split at the minute, although it is obviously early days. It's a banker win to make it 4 players versus 4 bankers. There's been 1 tie. I see that quite a lot actually. If you look at the bead row, the first hand was a tie. And yeah, I've seen that happen more than you'd think. That's a player win. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's fine. Okay, so it's still 5 players, 5 bankers. That was hand 11. This is hand 12 that's about to be dealt. So that's us jumping in on bet 1. That's a banker win. Natural 9/2. It's down to this card then. What's going to happen here? That's good for us. There we go. Next, what are we looking for next? Got 30s and 40s, aren't we? I wonder where this guy is. He's at 36, 39. Yeah, okay. We'll sit here and wait. And again, it's a very even looking shoe. 18 players to 17 bankers, 2 ties. That's a player win. That was hand 38, so this is our jump in point. So 39, delete that. Not looking good so far. No, that's a banker win. There we go, so it's another £2 on player. That's a banker win. So now we're doing £3 on banker. Cool. That's a banker win, so now we drop back down to level 1. £1 on player. Excuse me. Sucks when you get dealt on that. Oh, there we go. Happy with that. Next shoe. Let's see what else we've got. We've got 56s. I wonder where they are. Let's have a look. 54? Yeah, that's fine. And that again is looking like a fairly even shoe. 26 to 25, player versus banker. That's a player win. And that was 55, so this is hand 56. Player is on a little bit of a run at the minute, but it's been a very choppy looking shoe, which serves us well, to be honest. Bit of chop, it's good for us. That's good. Let's see a face card, please. That's not one of them. Okay, so that's a banker win. So £2 on player. See, if it goes back to being choppy, then the next hand should be a player. Okay, that's a 6, 4. We've got 7. No, we haven't. We've got 1. 2. So that's a banker win again. So this time it's £3 on banker. Banker hasn't gone on any particularly big runs, but banker has had a run of 3 so far. I'm currently at 2, so let's see what happens. 5 and Baccarat for the banker. Okay, so that's a player win. So now we are £5 on player. There we go. Right then, so now we drop down 2, so it's a £2 bet on player. So players had 2 on the bounce. Just want to. They've had 4 on the bounce. Is the longest streak that players had. That doesn't help us, but that does. That's good for us. There we go. Next shoe. That was bollocks. What one was that? I got on at 56, didn't I? Forgot to delete it. Let's see where they are. We've got 40s, 46, 49, so we've missed that one. Keep looking. We've missed 4. Nothing else particularly early. 18. That's a very... Oh, well, we'll get on this one. And we'll get hand 4 then. Okay, we'll miss hand 4, but the first one was a tie. Yeah, near enough. Bet 1. £1 on player. See what I mean? First hand, tie again. That's a banker win. So, £2 on player. That doesn't help. £3 on banker then for the next bet. That's a player win. That's good for us. Cool, so now we drop down to £2. £2 on player. That's a banker win. So we're on bet £3 on banker. There we go, that's a banker win. So now we drop down to £1 bet, and that'll be on player. All on this card then. We win 1/0. Nice one. A win's a win, I'll take that. Jump on this table, they look early-ish in. Whereabouts are they? She's on 13. So, yeah, we'll jump in at hand 18 then. Slight player lean to this shoe so far. 14 hands in, and we've got 8 players to 5 bankers with 1 tie. That's another player win. That was hand 17. 18 is our jumping point. It's going to be a pound on player. Delete that since we're on it. Rebet after a tie. £2 on player this time. Moving down the progression, 1 on a loss. So if we win this one, it's moved 2 up and we go off the progression, so we're in profit. And we move on. So let's see player, please. There we go, there's an 8. Ah, they got bloody 9. You believe that? Fair enough. £3 on player. Which does now mean that we are caught in the Fibonacci progression a little bit. So we'll go up 2. Which means our next bet will be for £1 if we win this. There we go, we've won that. No, we haven't, because we bet on banker. Bellend. £5 on player. Okay, £8 on player this time. Cool. So that was the second player bet, so now it's £3 on banker. Player wins. So now we are £5 on player. This is the first of our player bets. Player, player, banker. Player, player, banker. Repeated. See a nice 8 or 9. No. Okay. Definitely caught up in the Fibonacci washing machine at the minute, aren't we? That's the second player bet. Okay, so now we're on a banker bet for 13, 8. £21 on player next. Cool. That was the first of the player bets, so now it's 8. Eight on player. Can be a bit of a grind sometimes getting back out the progression once you're into it a little bit. It happens. Especially when bankers get 9. So now we are 13 on banker, 8. 13. That's a tie. Rebet on ties. Cool, banker wins that. So it's up 2, so now it's 5 on player. Now if it keeps up this pattern of 2s, it should be good here. If it keeps that pattern up. Let's see a face card. Ah, fucking hell. There we go, player wins. So you move up 2, so it's now £2 on player. Let's keep up this 2s pattern, please. Let's see another player. King's not a good start. 4, okay. Yeah, banker, natural 9, or not natural 9, but 9. 3. This is our second player bet. Banker wins. So now we're on a banker bet for 5. Even split, hand 34, and we've seen 15 players, 15 bankers, 4 ties. Player wins with 8. So now we're back to a player bet of 8. It's the first of the player bets in our betting sequence. Player wins. So we go up to £3 on player. Banker wins. Hey, we're a bit all over the place with this one, aren't we? Like a yo-yo up and down that betting progression. That's a tie. Rebet ties. There we go. Right then, up to £2 on player. Come on, player. Let's see ya. There we go. Well, that was scrappy, wasn't it? Took us a while. But we got out the other side. So, what we're looking for next, 21, 26, 33, 46. I wonder how that one's looking. 27. Yeah, we'll wait for 33, I guess. Player heavy, this one. If it stays that way, that's good for us, since we're betting on player first. Actually, player, banker. So if we're seeing more players than bankers, that's in our favour. That's a player win. Hand 30 about to be dealt, and we'll jump in at 33. That's a banker win. Really choppy again, isn't it, the shoe? It has been recently. So another banker win. Shoes starting to even itself out a little bit now. And again, look, shoe started with a tie. Started with 2 ties. Do see it frequently. Might be worth using that as a strategy, maybe. If you find a brand new shoe, bet tie. Ties pay 8 to 1. So you've lost a unit if it doesn't come in, but you've gained 7 if it does. So that's hand 32. Next is hand 33. This is our jump in point. Delete that. Click up there. £1 on player. Let's go. Don't want to see that 9 there. 8's good for us. There we go. 1 shot, 1 kill. Boom, off we go. Next. That looks relatively low. What are we on there? Hand 16. Jump in at hand 21. And again, look. Started with a double tie. Telling you, there might be something to it. Having trouble with her chair. It's quite a streaky shoe, this one, isn't it? So far, anyway. Which is fine if it's streaking in my favour. I can catch the beginning of a player streak, it'll be alright. It's another banker win. Banker heavy at the minute then, this shoe. Only 6 players to 11 bankers. Another banker win. I'm not sure I actually want to get on that shoe, you know. It's looking a bit too banker streaky heavy for me. No, I'm not going to. I should be jumping in at this point because it's the 21st hand that's about to be dealt, but I'm going to find somewhere else. I'm just watching this out of curiosity. Banker won that one, so that would have been a loss. I think we'll probably see a player on this hand, which would be my second bet. That's a king, that's not a good start. Both got kings, 7's okay, but banker won again. There we go, so I'll now be on banker this time. Might not be that interesting for you guys if anyone's watching, but I just want to sit back and see what would have happened. So I'll be betting on banker this time. And it has had quite a run, bankers. Wouldn't be surprised there's an 8, so that's gone over to player, so I would have lost that as well. Now I will be betting player for 5. So I'll currently be betting 5 on player. So I'd have won that. I'll go look somewhere else after this hand. So he would have won. Would have come out of it quite quickly, actually. There you go. Anyway, let's go find somewhere else. 21, she's on 2, 4, 6, 10-ish. That's probably going to be in the 30s. Probably. Let's have a look. Where are we? We are at 31, so we've missed that. I'm not waiting for 15 hands to get to 46. We'll go find somewhere else. That's too early. That'll be 30s, early 40s maybe. Whereabouts are we? No, 50s. Missed that then. $38. Yeah, we can sit tight and wait for hand 46. Looking like a player heavy shoe at the minute. 21 to 15. Banker's starting to come back slightly just to even things out. 21 to 18 at the minute. There's another banker win. Player wins with a natural 9 over a natural 8. Be heartbreaking if you were betting on banker and you got a natural 8 and still lost. Well, maybe not heartbreaking. You'd probably get over it eventually. But it hurt, man. So that's hand 44. This is hand 45. This is our jumping in point then on hand 46. £1 on player. Delete that, and we are on bet 1. That's a banker win, so £2 on player. Banker wins that. So now we're on our third bet, which is going to be £3 on banker. That's a tie. Rebet ties. There we go. That's a banker win. So now we're on our first player bet. And that's going to be £1 on player. Banker wins. Second player bet, £2 on player. Natural 8 for us, that's what we want to see. So we got in the progression quickly, but also fairly quickly out. So that's nice. Numbers 21 and 26 we're looking for now. I don't know how deep that one is. Deeper than I need, probably. What about you? 26? I know it's technically 27, but it's near enough. We did have a win with you earlier, didn't we? But it's fine. We're not sitting in a shoe all day. I think you can dip out and come back in. Especially when you come back into a natural 8. one shot, one kill. That's how we like to do it. So 21 next. You're probably not too far away from that. Whereabouts are we? 17. Yeah, we'll sit here and wait for a couple of hands. Looking favourable for us at the minute. 8 players to 5 bankers, 4 ties. Quite a lot of ties considering it's only 17 hands in. No tie in the first position this time. It was in the second. But that's a player win. That was hand 19. Hand 20 is about to be dealt, so after this next hand, that's where we'll jump in. That's a player, so we're getting in right in the middle of a player streak here. I hope it holds out. Nope, that's a banker win. So now we are £2 on player. Banker has only gone to a run of 2 on 1 occasion so far, so I'm hoping it's going to chop straight back to player. Sorry. We'll find out in a minute. Let's see what happens. 5, 7's okay. That's good. And it's a tie. Of course it is. Rebet ties. Let's see player now then, so we can call it a day. And that doesn't help. Nope. Okay, so now we're on banker. £3 on banker. There we go, there's a banker win. So now we are £1 on player. And there we go then, ladies and gentlemen. That is us. That is £255.20. So that was a bit of a mixed bag, wasn't it? There was some that was kind of scrappy, some sort of straight in and straight back out again. Overall though, wasn't too difficult. What did we get to deepest? Can't remember now. I think it was 21, wasn't it? Don't think we got as far as 34. So put 21 in there. So £255. And we're looking at 284 until we get to the end of level 1. So what to say, 255, it's only 3 days away from getting to the end of level 1. And then we drop to level 1.5, and we're just looking to increase the bankroll by an additional £142 then. And once we've done that, when we go to level 2, we'll be aiming for £20 a day with a £2 base unit, and if we bust out, that will leave us £142 in reserve, and we can drop back to level 1. So that's what we're doing with this. Hope you're all following along, hope you're all enjoying it. I've also, just out of curiosity, just set up a little martingale and grand martingale calculator just to see what sort of bankrolls I would need if I want to switch out the Fibonacci betting progression. But yeah, it's very bankroll heavy, especially the grand martingale, although the grand martingale does have the advantage of the further in you get, the more you profit. So, I don't know. I think for the time being I'm definitely going to stick with the Fibonacci, but that's just there as something to think about more than anything else. So yeah, we'll call that a day. Hope you all enjoyed that, and I will catch you next time. Take care, everybody.